Hi, I'm Holly Wakastora, a certified Iyengar yoga teacher living in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and this is Megan, and today we're practicing a yoga sequence for fertility of all kinds. And so this first pose is Supta Baddha Konasana on the T-shaped bolsters. There's one bolster that is placed vertically on the mat and one horizontal at the end of it to it. And see how Megan's going to take a large loop in the belt, place it around her head, over her shoulders, and down around the middle of her sacrum. She's going to bring the soles of her feet together into Baddha Konasana and take the belt and place it around her feet, the outer edges. So it goes from around her sacrum, her outer hips to her inner thighs and around her outer feet. Now she's going to scoot back on that bolster until her feet are on the bolster, and then she's going to sit back up and take that blanket that's folded into a compact shape and place it underneath her feet so that her feet are higher than her hips as she lies back and takes her, head, and she's going to scoot forward a little bit, you'll see, so that her neck can be on that rolled blanket. Her forehead is down, her chin is up, and her shoulders are off the floor. Now watch how Megan adjusts the flesh of her upper buttocks by moving them towards her lower buttocks, which is going to make her pelvic floor be parallel to the wall that her toes are facing. And see how she lets her upper arms turn out so that the wrist side of her hands, the thumb side of her wrists and the back of her hands are down on the floor. And what I want you to see about Megan is how she moves her bottom sternum away from her pubic bone, which helps her to roll her shoulders back a little bit more. Okay, and you can also see that she doesn't have a sort of like a rainbow shape from her tailbone to her collarbone notch. You can see from her pubic bone to the bottom of her sternum that her abdomen is deflating as she exhales and inhales. So she's not in a curved shape, she's in a straight line. And you see how there's space between her chin and her chest. So her throat is open. So this is a way of practicing Supta Baddha Konasana for opening both vertically and horizontally. Okay, so Megan would stay in this pose, and so would you, for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on exhaling deeply all the way down into the bottom of your pelvic floor, so that as you release the breath, the pelvic floor softens and spreads. And as you inhale from the pelvic floor to just below the collarbones, and so on. And then when you're ready to come out, you have to take that, you're going to take that support. Watch how Megan takes that support out from underneath her head and her shoulders, moves it to the side, takes her feet out from the belt, and brings them onto the blankets or the bolster, and then slides back until her buttocks are on the floor and she can rest her legs on the bolster.